Good evening. Welcome to the, is it August 1st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, August 1st City Council meeting. Would everybody please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, since we don't have a pledge leader tonight, the first item on the agenda, I will call the meeting to order. And councilors, is there anything on the consent docket you would like to pull, or is there a recommendation to approve?
Motion to approve the consent docket. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent docket. Please vote. And the consent docket is approved with a vote of 4-0. That takes us to public hearings. And item A is receive public comment regarding a request to close a portion of the right-of-way, and I do not have my glasses on, and I cannot read this.
Mayor,
Thank
there's a staff memo included in your packet to continue this item until August 15th.
Well, thank you.
That's actually going to be heard. That's actually going to be heard by the Board of Adjustment on August the 4th, so it will come to you on the 15th.
Because I didn't have my glasses, I didn't know that. Thank you, Patty. Okay, so that takes us down to resolutions. Let's see if I can do this. Resolution number CC-2016-23, a resolution authorizing the city manager to negotiate and execute a lease agreement with the United States of America General Services Administration for facilities and office space at Stillwater Regional Airport. Any discussion?
But John's actually been working on that, but an 85-page document to lease, for the TSA to pay us to lease 296 square feet, an 85-page document. We received it last Thursday. It's due back on the 5th. John and his legal team have been consumed most of the day, and I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but trying to give you a compliment, and we're going to get this done. And back to in their hands by Friday.
Right, and I mean there's a lot to it, but and the GSA representative for Fort Worth has been working very closely with us. We spent the morning with him on the telephone, but this is the last big contract to get this air service started. So if we can get this done, then the planes will be leaving.
All
Well,
right.
not to make this last longer, but what fills an 85-page document with this type of agreement?
There are lots of supplements to it. They have to have a fire inspection. They have to have an asbestos certification. They need certification as to security measures. The lease itself, the costing of all the things that they have asked us to do, they actually will reimburse the city for that, so we have to break that down and so that they can pay us back for that. And then there's just basically every component of the lease that you would normally think of a commercial lease, there's a supplement that basically explains how you got there. Because of the process that's used, it's technically a competitive process, but because we're the only entity at Stillwater Regional Airport, they have to go through the process. They still have to go through it, but assuming that it meets all of their requirements, then they can sign off on it and we're good to go.
And all of this so we can charge them $18.77 a square foot. I believe, is that right? $18.50, okay, close.
I like the 77 better. Okay.
Well, we are going to put a CPI accelerator in there, so we'll get 77 next year.
Okay. All right. So we need to vote on this.
Yes.
Yes, so is there a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 2016-23. Please vote. And 2016-23 is approved with a vote of 4-0. And I guess I should mention that it's a scheduled outing for Counselor Nahara. He would be here if he could. So we miss him and we look forward to seeing him soon. All right, on to reports from officers and boards. Mr. Dorman,
Nothing else to report, ma'am.
Mr. McNichol.
I have two items to report, Mayor. One, I would like to send great compliments to Bill Millis and to Stillwater Electric and to whoever else Bill pressed into service over the weekend.
It's all the staff at the water plant.
Okay, crew at the water plant.
Yes, sir.
We had a lightning strike, I believe, which caused an electrical outage, which caused a serious problem at the water plant. If anyone out there experienced a slight drop in pressure over the weekend, it was because of this, and they worked diligently to get that plant back up online, and it was a anomaly that had not been expected in the past, or not something that they hadn't really expected to happen, and they'll do an after-action report on it and make sure that we can have a redundant system or backup in the future. So I really want to compliment them because we got into a low water situation, or could have for a while. They were at low output, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
we're
to all
trying
the staff.
Keep it from one to crisis to emergencies. Water treatment plant staff can do well, and our brothers at Stillwater Electric responded quickly and helped us out. Appreciate that.
That's why we're
And-
so appreciative of professionalism and high competency. So thank you so much.
Great teamwork. Speaking of which, we have the northbound lane of intersection of 10th and Main is under construction and will be, assuming the weather cooperates, until August 15th. We're replacing what had been asphalt where the sub base has failed with concrete, and so you'll be inconvenienced for 15 days while that work is being done, but it should not fail again once concrete has been placed into that area on the roundabout.
Sometimes safety is an inconvenience, but we have to do it. So thanks for letting everybody know.
And if I may, one more.
Sure.
We're back online probably some of you have heard about McElroy and Jardot and points east on McElroy. We are back on track, and that road will be completed in 50 days. Somewhere in that vicinity, is it not?
Probably not that short, but yeah, I have to get the exact number to you.
Oh, you had that. Okay.
Steal my thunder.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll be quiet.
Mr. McNichol, are you going to announce that you're going to be a target in a dunk tank?
As far as I know, I will be a target in a dunk tank tomorrow night at a event.
Night out.
Right, neighborhood night out at Southern Woods Park from 6 to 9. I hope to not be in the dunk tank from 6 to 9, but
And how much is it to just questioning? Not.
I have no idea. But it will be worth it, I promise.
Okay.
It is
6
to-
9, Southern Woods.
Right, it's to raise money for the community outreach program for the police department and to connect the police department with the community. And that is probably more important than the dunk tank. And the idea is that there'll be first responders there, both police, fire, and some EMTs, ambulance personnel, to interact with the public. And so we'd like to see a big turnout. It'll be hot. Splash pad will be up and running and close by. And if if you need to cool off, you can run over to that. And so come join us.
It will be a great event, and it's a great way to say thank you to all of the personnel who keeps Stillwater safe, so, as well as talk about the community action. So a lot of good reasons to go out there tomorrow night from 6 to 9, Southern Woods. Bring your kids and your money.
Right.
Your throwing arm.
And your throwing arm. Okay. Counselors, anything? Do we have some news? Yeah.
Just by coincidence, I do have some news. Mowing season is in full swing. A little bit of rain, nice hot sun, really grows, grass grows. City code does address grass clippings in the street. Many people think that it's a public service, that they can just blow their grass into the middle of the street. It actually is a nuisance. Besides being unsightly, it is really puts an extra load on our stormwater system. So grass clippings stay on the yard. You can blow them in a pile, put them in a bag, take them to compost, something besides blowing them in the street, please.
Great advice. Counselor Zanotti.
For the second week, the city will collect tree and plant debris from the recent thunderstorms. Residents are asked to cut down their tree and plant debris to 10 feet long or shorter in length and bring all items as close to the curb as possible for easy pickup. For more information and dates of pickup for your area, visit stillwater.org.
Okay, very good. Counselor Joyce.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit more about McElroy and Jardot.
Okay.
I think we covered that well enough earlier. But half the intersection will be closed starting this week. Traffic is available or able to continue south and west of the intersection at McElroy and Jardot. It will be closed the other north and west, I guess. The entire project is to be complete in 3.5 months, weather permitting. That's what I've been told.
50 days,
Your memory
3
is better than
months.
mine. Your memory is much better than mine.
Let's hope we can hope for 50 days, right? You know, with good weather, yeah. Okay, anything else? Okay, so that takes us to item A, Business Improvement District Number 1 Advisory Board. And we have one opening on the Business Improvement District Number 1 Advisory Board, and we have one applicant. And at this time, and the term expires January of 2018. I nominate Corey Williams to fill the vacancy. Do we have any discussion, or is there a second?
Second.
We don't get to make him like stand up and sing.
Speech.
Couldn't you have said there were like 35 applicants? 35 applicants?
Did I say one? I meant 35. I don't have my glasses. Okay, so do we have a second? Please vote. Congratulations, Corey Williams. You are the new Bid Improvement District Number 1 Advisory Board member. And thank you for your service on this board.
And Mayor, if I may, we have a meeting at 5:15 in this building on Thursday. Bid board meeting.
Okay. If there's nothing else, I will, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn the city council meeting. Please vote. And the city council meeting for August 1st is adjourned at 6:44, almost 6:45. That moves us to the Stillwater Utilities Authority meeting, and I call that to order. And trustees, does anyone have anything on the consent docket they would like to discuss, or is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the consent docket.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent docket. Please vote. And the consent docket is approved with a vote of 4-0. That takes us to miscellaneous items from General Counsel. Mr. Dorman.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
General Manager.
No items, Mayor.
Trustees.
No, thank you.
Anybody have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn the Stillwater Utilities Authority meeting. Please vote. And at 6:45:55, or, excuse me, 5:45:55, I adjourned the Stillwater Utilities Authority meeting. Everybody have a wonderful day, and don't forget tomorrow night, 6 to 9 at Southern Woods.